Hi everyone, welcome back to Halloween Horrorfest 3 season of The List. We're now on to our final week of the season, and we're talking about computers this week, which I think was your idea to begin with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we broadened it. It was originally AI specifically because I thought it would be great to be topical.
Yeah. Turns out there aren't that many AI movies, and most of them are not that good. So we had to broaden things a little bit. But why don't you tell us what we're going to start this week with?
All right. On October 22nd, we'll be watching 2001: A Space Odyssey, directed by Stanley Kubrick.
On October 23rd, we're watching Ex Machina, directed by Alex Garland.
On October 24th, we're watching Megan, directed by Gerard Johnstone.
On October 25th, we're watching Existenz, directed by David Cronenberg.
On October 26th, we're watching Demon Seed, directed by Donald Cammell.
On October 27th, we're watching the premiere of Five Nights at Freddy's, directed by Emma Tammy.
And on October 28th, we're watching Chopping Mall, directed by Jim Wynorski.
Yeah, so why don't we launch right in? What is your favorite of this list?
Oh, by a long shot, 2001.
Well, okay, this is the same thing that's happened in every category that we've done so far, where one of the movies is just a really good movie, and so obviously, yeah, that's the best.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree.
I have a soft spot for Existenz as well.
I agree. That was probably what I was going to pick. Of my favorites was Existenz. I have to throw a toy because Theo is messing with the camera. But yeah, I think Existenz is great. A really good movie, and Cronenberg is always very solid, but Existenz is a fun one. I also really enjoyed Demon Seed when we watched it. It was very earnest, and that I think was its downfall, because the concept was pretty silly, and it took itself very seriously. But I think it was fun. Tonight we're watching 2001: A Space Odyssey. What are your thoughts?
So,
what are your thoughts on Stanley Kubrick's masterwork?
Generally,
2001: A Space Odyssey.
It's good.
Fair analysis.
Hal is one of the most iconic characters in all of cinema, let alone like robots.
Right.
In all of cinema.
Yeah. If you are thinking of a menacing robot presence, it is HAL 9000.
Yes.
Which is for those of you who don't know, the onboard computer on the ship that is traveling out into space.
Yeah. Do you think that people would disagree that this is a horror film?
I think it's possible. It definitely is maybe a bit of a stretch to classify this as a horror film, but what are you going to classify it as? It's like a 3.5 hour sci-fi
drama.
Journey into space.
Yes. It's like
epic. Yeah, it's an epic. That is exactly what it is. And there are elements of horror. Hal is definitely meant to be scary. There's no doubt. And there are sequences that are terrifying. Mm-hmm. And so, but it is kind of in a league of its own, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this week we're going to do something a little bit differently, where we're going to talk about each movie. We're going to give them about a minute of their own time, and we'll release a video per day introing the movie of that day and letting you know our thoughts on it. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up here. If you haven't yet voted for our final 3 movies of the month, please go to the email that I sent on Saturday and put in your votes for those movies. You can vote for up to 3 of the options on there. And the top 3 vote getters will be our final 3 movies of the month. And we might even give an opportunity for the people who pick those movies to intro them on the Instagram page. So please get out and put in your votes for those movies, and check us out tomorrow when we talk about Ex Machina.